Hi everyone. So what does the minister's address last week mean? What we could understand is that there is the new TSMIT, there is the new temporary skilled migration threshold, which has increased from 53,900 annually to 70,000 Australian dollars annually. So what does that mean? That has a direct implication on the employer-sponsored program. In other words, it's possible that you'd have to pay more to foreign staff. Earlier, you would have to look at 53,900 TSMIT and pay above that, or what the market tells you about the actual salary rate in a particular occupation. But if you wanted to sponsor care workers through DAMA, for example, you wanted to sponsor machine operators, you would end up paying around the TSMIT, you would end up paying 53, 56K. Now, with TSMIT going up to 70,000, you wouldn't be able to pay the smaller salaries you used to pay for some occupations. So people sponsoring semi-skilled workforce, businesses sponsoring semi-skilled workforce may be directly affected by this new TSMIT. Those employers that look at much higher incomes though, so for example, if you sponsor people in IT, if you sponsor engineers, if you sponsor doctors, you don't need to worry about any TSMIT change because you would anyway pay well above 70K, right? Because you would have to look for an engineer's salary as equivalent or to equivalent staff who are Australian citizens or permanent residents that you already employ. And engineering staff wouldn't work for 70K, doctors wouldn't, obviously, and other skilled jobs wouldn't. So if the salaries you paid to foreign workers were over 70K annually, that doesn't change anything to you. Whereas if you employed lower skilled staff, care workers, machine operators, you use different regional agreements, different DAMAs, different company specific agreements for semi-skilled workers, you might be affected. You wouldn't be able to pay 56K anymore, okay? So that's 53, 56, 55. That wouldn't be possible anymore. If you would be able to pay possibly 70K minus 10% if they leave the DAMA concession, so you possibly might end up paying 63 if the labor agreements are remained intact, and you can if the government allows you to still use the DAMA regional agreements concession. So there's the main news, and that's for employers. And for the workers, it's actually been announced that anyone who has an employer-sponsored visa may be considered for permanent residency in future. That wasn't possible before. Whether you'd have prospects of PR would depend on which of the occupation lists your occupation was in. Now, that's been forecast by the Minister O'Neill to change in the nearest future. So we'll soon find more of these updates. We'll find out and we'll let you know as well. And let's all keep in touch. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.